Ding. Yes, no sound. Welcome. Welcome. Starting off great here, Marcus. Starting off great. See, here's the thing. I do a double mute on this thing sometimes. I mute my microphone sometimes, and I also mute the thing from the app.
What'd you say? Light crowd tonight?
Yeah,
it's not looking.
No, it's looking like a good crowd. Looks like a good crowd here tonight.
It's looking average to me.
So thank you. Sharing is caring. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary, as always. Nice to see you out there. I'm just getting caught up to the comments, and I've got you set up, so you should be able to go through. And yes, I was muted. Thank you for letting me know. Katie's out there. We're gonna fight each other.
Facebook user.
We got a Facebook, but the Facebook user told us that there was no sound.
Yeah, so they're saying there you are.
So they're a smart Facebook user.
Steve couldn't see us, and he couldn't hear us either.
Steve, yeah, it was a very boring show for you for the first minute or two until I got the sound taken care of. But you know, we did have sound. We did have music before the show started.
Really?
Yeah, really. But we're gonna have a little fun tonight. We're gonna talk about Marvel, for one thing. I mean, there's all kind of Marvel stuff going on Disney Plus, and that will be coming out
foreseeable rest of our lives.
Yeah, it does seem like there's one after another after another.
That's because the lineup of TV shows or streaming service shows is currently one after the other the other.
It is. So we
had the WandaVision, and then we had the break. Well, but now we have the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then Loki. And then what if? And then
what if? What if
something else? And then something else.
What if what? What
they're pretend what if scenarios.
What if
you cared?
That's right. What if I cared? What if I didn't care? What if I don't care to see what if? We'll find out when it comes out. But
so far, I've only heard 2 episode examples or whatever.
Okay. Anyway, whoever the Facebook user is, thank you for letting us know about the sound. And if you get a chance, click on the little link that's in the description. It says StreamYard.com/Facebook. And that will get you identified as a real user instead of a Facebook user. So
the scenario.
Or go to WDWpov, our Facebook page, and join the thing from there. Or you could go to our YouTube channel, WDWpov, which, youtube.com/WDWpov, and you can get to us that way too. So all kind of ways you can get there. Steve's over there on YouTube. I see Steve over there on YouTube, which is always good. And he couldn't hear or see us, I know, but it was a good link. I just didn't hit the little stupid button up there. So here's the deal. Okay, so we got all these Marvel things coming out, but
there's going to be serious burnout.
But there could be. There could
be
with
like 10 shows that they're expecting you to watch, so you get everything.
But I mean, think about it though. We went not just from WandaVision. What was before? Well, no. It wasn't Marvel.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking about The Mandalorian, which is obviously Star Wars, but I was thinking more in general in terms of Disney Plus.
No. There's a huge lineup for Star Wars too.
Oh, I know.
And there's going to be serious burnout for that.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's already like 15 shows already lined up.
15
for the foreseeable future. Some this year, some next year, some the year after that.
Sam, how is everybody doing out there? Just curious. Just wonder. Is spring? We finally hit spring.
20th.
The 20th.
International Day of Happiness.
Was the first day of spring. Yes. International Day of Happiness. I wonder why. Because it was spring. And here we are. This is interesting in a way. So we seem to have a month. Every month is something. Like January was my birthday month. The whole month of January is considered my birthday month. Then we got February, which is Black History Month. Then we had March, which I believe is like Women History Month. That has been basically the theme. And then April, coming up in April, you know what April is? Earth Month. And Disney will be celebrating Earth Month at Animal Kingdom. Because Earth Day is when Animal Kingdom opened back when.
So nothing happened in January, I take it then.
I don't know. No, yeah, lots happened in January. It was my birthday. It's my birthday month.
I'm saying internationally.
I don't know. There probably was something.
Well, actually, I thought
if anyone can look that up, was there an international something for the month of January besides my birthday? January was Mexico. February, you were no. Actually, February. You know what, Tina? We did do something for February.
March isn't promising.
March, we're doing next Sunday night, or next Sunday night is March, our special thing for March. Haven't quite figured it out yet. It's
what does she mean? February, you were slackers.
Well, January we did Mexico. February, I don't think we posted much about it, so you might have missed it. But February we did the UK. We did. What did we have? What did we do for our February international thing?
England.
I know we did England, the UK, but what did we make?
Victorian.
We did a Victorian Christmas, UK Victorian Christmas thing. But what did we eat?
Standard fare for Victorian era.
I mean, we had it was almost like we had a second Christmas or a first Christmas because 2021.
And then like June or July, we're doing Australia.
Australia for June or July.
Because
okay.
it's, summer.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, winter.
But it's winter summer. There. It's winter there.
Yeah, but they celebrate Christmas during their summer.
Really? Are you
the
sure?
The days stay the same.
Well, okay. Oh, so I see what you're doing because Christmas is in winter for us.
No, they do celebrate those during that time.
No, sir. I thought no, they celebrate Christmas in December just like we do. I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, they celebrate.
But it's summertime to them.
I said it's their summer.
Okay. Well, I thought you were okay.
Their summer,
so
which is
for our
takes
summer.
place.
So we're going to celebrate it
winter.
in our summer to pretend like we're doing it for their summer. Okay.
It's not on Facebook. It doesn't count. Wow, Tina, you have a very closed.
You need to broaden your horizons, Tina.
January is National Bath Safety Month.
And you know what?
That's a very useless month.
No. You know what? In the entire month of January,
National Hobby Month.
I didn't have one
National
accident
Soup
in the
Month.
bathtub. I didn't slip one time. I'm good.
I slipped.
I
almost drowned, I think, but I'm no.
But you got better.
Yeah. No, I don't think I took a bath in January. I didn't say I didn't bathe. I just didn't take a bath.
You might have done showers. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, you can say I didn't take a bath, but that doesn't mean you didn't bathe.
I mean, generally, I'm a shower person myself.
National Oatmeal Month.
National Oatmeal Month.
Katie's talking into
oh,
her
Katie,
watch.
we don't want to be responsible for a fiery crash or anything either. No, can't do that. But just keep the volume up. You can sort of hear us, and when you get at a stoplight or something, you can like hit a couple of hearts or something.
Tina.
What you do? I haven't slipped in the bath for years. That's good. So she's been celebrating the January bathtub safety month for years.
She
now.
avoids it by not getting into the bathtub.
Oh, Katie's almost home. She's almost home. But please, Katie, yeah, don't crash on our account. Don't crash. We hope you don't crash at all. But definitely don't want you crashing because of us. Bill, how's it going, Bill? Let's see. Me either, Jeff. And thanks to National Bathtub Safety Month, I stopped making my toast while bathing. Yeah, that is a good idea. Do not use the toaster and make toast in the bathtub.
Why is that always the stereotypical thing in movies for the bathtub? Is the toaster? Why is it always the toaster?
I don't know. Because it's got those nice red filaments in there. Everybody knows there's electricity coursing through
it. But it could be anything.
It could be. Okay,
it could be anything.
Hair dryer. I've seen hair dryers.
And it makes more sense since you find that in a bathroom.
True. Right? This is true.
Why would you bring a toaster? Why is it the stereotypical thing to take into the bathtub to electrocute it? Is the toaster?
These are the questions we ask on this show. The deep question. Let me go ahead and stop this thing. There we go. We're out of that. Okay. But yeah, these are the deep questions we ask on this show, whether they're Disney related or not. But speaking of,
you know what happens if you take a toaster into the bathtub?
Go for it. Or the other thing that happens.
It's much more likely to be a hairdryer or curling iron.
Curling iron is another one.
But in movies and TV shows, it's always a toaster.
This could also happen in the bathtub if you put a toaster in.
I didn't expect toasters and bathtubs to be so fiery.
Well, you put a little bit of bath oil or something in there, and then the bath oil catches and it just goes up in the flames. Yeah, by all accounts, this show doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But
I toast and dry my hair in the bathtub. Well, TMI.
Mary multitasks. She can do everything.
Do you brush your teeth at the same time?
And chew gum. Can you brush your teeth and chew gum?
I think you can, but it'll get caught up on the bristles.
Like put the gum on this side, brush on that side.
Isn't there like a strip
then you
of
switch
gum
it and you brush on this side?
Isn't there legitimately like gum that's used to replace brushing your teeth at this point?
They do have some gums
There
that are
should
supposed
be.
to, they're supposed to help. Like between, it's like between brushing, it helps
Steve
out.
watches TV and blow dries his hair while taking a bath.
Particular emphasis on watching TV.
Oh, and T9 doesn't know why the microwave has a lot more wattage. Well, maybe they have their microwave built into the house like we did.
Put the microwave, have it mounted
like
right
ours
above,
is mounted.
right above this.
Ours is mounted.
bathtub.
It's not going to be that easy to get it out. The toaster, on the other hand, name someone that has a toaster mounted into
That's
their
true.
house.
But you can have those portable microwaves, the ones that you
I
don't
know,
have mounted
but-
in a wall, just like a countertop one. You could do that. I don't know why you're always so much darker than me. Look how much darker your face is. See if I would go over this. I think it's because the microphone might be blocking your light. Yeah, see, now it's.
It's all been a ploy just to make you look brighter.
That's right. We'll see if we can get you looking brighter on next show.
So we're going to talk about this, right?
Yeah, but we're going to do the other one first. So here's what we did. This was pretty fun, okay?
Name someone who has a toaster. We have a toaster.
We do have a toaster, a regular.
Do you not
good
toast your
old-fashioned
toast in the toaster?
You have to have
Although I will admit, I prefer toast when it's like a grilled cheese sandwich or a toasted cheese sandwich.
You put it in like a nice cast iron skillet with some butter. You put the butter on there.
I just prefer to eat that over making toast in a toaster and then buttering it.
I used to have a trick. Now this was back. See, we do have a microwave, but it's been broken for years, and my wife doesn't want it replaced. She said she doesn't want to use the microwave, so we don't have it.
The key difference between the toaster and the skillet method is you're putting the butter onto the pan and it's cooking in the butter.
But you know what I used to do? This was a trick I did. Okay, so this was like a shortcut. So you didn't have to pull out a skillet. You didn't have to do all that stuff. What I did is I took regular bread, put it in the toaster, toasted it up, made it nice and crispy there a little bit. Then I'd put butter on it, and I'd put the cheese in it, and then I'd nuke it in the microwave for maybe 20, 30 seconds, just enough to melt the cheese, but not enough to make the bread soggy. You want to keep that bread nice and crisp. We're doing a cooking show. Maybe we should get Chris on this show sometime.
Most nights before I go to bed, I lay 6 strips of bacon out on my George Foreman grill. I go to sleep. I wake up in the morning. I plug in the grill. I go back to sleep. And then I wake up and there's the smell of sizzling, crackling bacon.
That's right.
It's delicious. It's good for me. Perfect way to start the day.
That's right. That's right. Good old Michael Scott from The Office. Yeah. Burned his foot in the Michael Foreman grill.
George Foreman.
Or the George Michael. What am I talking about?
Wrap the toasted sandwich in a paper towel and then microwave it.
Okay. That probably helps keep it a little crispy.
Yes, you should get Chris on here.
Yeah.
Wait, Chris or Chris?
Chris. His name's Chris.
He
does some little cooking videos.
But it's confusing because usually around here there's Chris with a K.
Right. Now that's Chris from Grand Circle Tour. No, this is another Chris.
Oh, Katie made it home.
All right, Katie. Glad you made it. Glad you didn't end up in a fiery crash anywhere or cause a fiery crash. You didn't cause a fiery crash anywhere, did you? Please tell me you didn't.
All right. Let's go back to the topic at hand.
So
we got
topics.
We got some stuff to show.
Topics.
Not yet. Stuff to,
not yet.
I'm not saying
not
it.
Yet. Not yet. Not yet.
I'm not showing it. I'm just saying.
Okay. So here's the deal. Yesterday, well, now technically, my mother-in-law turned 92 on St. Patrick's Day this past week. 92 years old.
I really want to lean back, but I can't.
You can't. That chair's going to break, and you're just going to go. We need a new chair for you. Anyway, 92 years old. So my wife, her sisters, they're trying to plan something for her birthday. And yesterday was the day that we were going to go out and do something. And so they decided they were going to try and rent out rent out a local theater, one of the rooms, or one of the movie rooms in the theater. And so then the problem became, good, Katie, I'm glad you didn't cause a fiery crash. That's good, because fiery crashes, we don't want this happening, and we don't want this happening. None of that kind of stuff. Okay, so anyway, so we're trying to figure out then what movie to watch. My mother-in-law wanted to watch An Affair to Remember. Okay, I haven't seen that movie in years. I think I might have seen it once. Probably haven't seen it all the way through. But here's the deal. We had kids from basically ages 4 on up to 92. Okay. So that wouldn't really have been a great movie for 4, 5, 6, 7-year-olds, 10-year-olds, basically any of the kids. They wouldn't be wanting to sit through a couple hours watching An Affair to Remember.
I probably wouldn't either.
Yeah, and even some of the older kids probably wouldn't have cared. Jack, he would have been
by older kids, you mean literally 2 people?
What do you mean, literally 2 people? Oh, you guys.
Just
So we kept trying to come up with a movie. So Patty, we talked about movies. Mary Poppins came up. It's like, Mary Poppins. It's good for kids. It's good for teens. It's good for young adults. It's good for 92-year-olds. So that's what we ended up doing. And so yesterday, we got to watch Mary Poppins on the big screen. Really in my lifetime, what's that? They would have remembered it. Remembered what? The fiery crash? An Affair to Remember? No, they wouldn't have remembered. No. Anyway, I get it. I'm a little slow today. But Mary Poppins, I thought was a good choice, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
We've never seen it on a big screen that I can think of. It was out when I was a little tiny boy. What year was that? 64? I think Mary Poppins came out in 1964, if I remember correctly. So I would have been 2 years old. And An Affair to Remember. Yeah, I know they didn't remember. Nobody remembered it except for my mother-in-law.
The thing everyone does remember is Sleepless in Seattle.
True. Sleepless in Seattle, which is basically a spin-off from An Affair to Remember.
Spin-off or remake?
A remake. It was like a remake.
Based off of.
Yeah. Sort of like then they had, You Have Mail. They basically did another one that was sort
with
of
emails.
It was with emails instead of letters and stuff like that.
And then Disney did Parent Trap, and then they did The Parent Trap.
True.
And then they did Freaky Friday, and then they did Freaky Friday.
And I think they did Parent Trap again.
Freaky Friday.
And Freaky Friday. I'm the Crypt Keeper. Oh, anyway. 1964. Thank you for confirming. So I would have been 2 years old. So obviously I didn't see it on the big screen. If I did, I don't remember.
Back then you might have had several chances.
Because they were
still releasing films in theaters.
Right. They would re-release things. I do remember seeing...
Because Walt was very weird about it.
I do remember seeing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs when I was a little kid. Probably 5 or so, 4 or 5, 6 years old. At one of our local theaters in Girard, Ohio. Anyway, this was really cool.
It's one of the few things I think Walt did wrong.
What's that?
Demanding that none of his movies be released for home viewing, or didn't want his movies to be released for home viewing.
Well, it did keep them in the theaters a lot longer, and really up until the VHS came about, it really wasn't an option to view the movies at home, except on maybe on Sunday night on Wonderful World of Disney or Disney Color or one of those different variations of the Sunday night Disney show. They would show them then periodically. But really up until then, there wasn't really an option to watch them much on TV.
But it gave way to what I consider one of the worst business practices.
Which is?
The Disney Vault.
The Disney Vault. Yes. Let's release them for a year or so. And then they'll go into the vault for like 4 years or so.
Or not release it at all.
Never to be seen again.
Or not release it at all.
Until we re-release it.
That's the problem with online.
Then it would be on DVD. And then it would be released on Blu-ray.
And now it's just out there.
And then it would have all these extra scenes and stuff. Anyway, Mary Poppins at the theater, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, we're sitting there. I did post a little bit about it in our WDWpov group. It was fun to watch. And I got to tell you, I mean, there were some scenes, for as many times as I've seen the movie, and we've seen it a lot. I mean, we've seen it a lot.
9 years later, it was re-released theatrically.
Okay. Film was released theatrically. So,
re-released.
So there's a chance you might have seen it, but I don't really remember seeing it on the big screen.
There was a chance.
There's a chance, though. But it was, there were definitely things I saw in the movie yesterday that even though I've seen it over and over again, there were things that like really jumped out at me. There's like, oh, wow. I've seen that hundreds of times.
And I didn't 7 years later.
And I didn't catch that, this or that.
1980.
Okay, it was released once more in 1980. Okay, so maybe when we graduated from high school, when I graduated from high school, I could have seen it.
That must be annoying. Not being able to see a movie for 9 years and then 7 years.
Yeah. Now, I remember the original Star Wars. They re-released it quite a few times at the theaters before, it finally became like a VHS, it could be released on VHS or whatever.
And then George Lucas ruined it.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
And then said, no more releasing the original theatrical cut.
Yeah. We still have an original somewhere in the house. The original without.
You guys can't watch the original cut anymore.
Han Solo actually takes the first shot the way it was originally
instead
intended.
of doing this.
Yeah.
Where he snaps his neck or whatnot.
No, he just basically goes, blow him away. Greedo, you're done.
Some of the early versions of that cut were just bad.
They were.
It got better over the years.
They redid it several times.
They redid the head movement several times and where the shot actually went. But it just looked off in those first couple.
But Mary Poppins, so if any of you have done this before, or even if you haven't done it before, if you have thought about renting out a theater, your comment.
I don't understand why more theaters don't do that, or don't understand why more theaters. I can't figure out why I can't phrase this.
You had said something like you could.
I don't understand why more theaters haven't done this.
You even went a step further than that. You said, I can't believe the theaters hadn't done this prior to COVID. You said, why didn't anyone think of this?
We got Facebook user.
Facebook user, evening, guys. I'm not sure who Facebook user is, but
identify
yourself, Facebook user, because all we see. Go ahead, click that in there again. All we see is
time change. Difference has changed. Sorry, I'm late.
That's okay. You just let us know who you are, or go back to the link.
Didn't realize you could bring your own movie. Well,
not everywhere, but this place local to us. So you'd have to call around and check, because some of them will not let you do that. They'll only show their movies, whatever.
Which some of them are like, why would I want to see this again?
It's like, they're not so great choices. But yeah, they allowed us to bring our own DVD, and we brought Mary Poppins. And like I said, I got to tell you, there were definitely scenes that I saw on the big screen and certain pieces of it as I was watching it really carefully through the whole thing. I was like, wow, I never caught that ever through all the times I've seen the movie. There were certain little nuances that I picked up on.
Callum who is late.
Callum. Okay. Callum, if you get a chance, just jump out for a split second. Just take a second. Look at the bottom of the description or thing that says, hey, we're live, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And there's a link that'll say StreamYard.com/Facebook. You click on it and it gets you in there. And it'll bring your name up. Patty saying, I'm assuming they are renting you a room only.
I think what she's meaning to say is they're renting out the room and the player to you, but they're not actually showing the movie on a wide scale.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like how a library could be doing that. And it would be against some rules.
Keep that last comment up there for a second. Yeah. So my wife was crying through the movie. And I'm here to report there were some scenes where I teared up as well. Yes, I'm a grown man, and I was tearing up watching Mary Poppins on the big screen at the theater. There were definitely scenes where I was just like, it was just overwhelming. It really was. It was really a cool experience.
Now, you know, it wasn't overwhelming.
What's that?
Mary Poppins Returns on the big screen.
Right. We saw that.
Like
I didn't cry.
Like twice.
Didn't cry a bit. Not one bit. But this one, and then the Uncle Albert scene. I mean, it's hilarious every time you watch it. Every single time. It never gets old. A wooden leg named Smith. It's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
But
or Jones or whatever.
Yeah, or Jones or whatever. Yeah. But we're sitting there. I mean, we're both.
You could buy your popcorn.
Yes.
Like a normal human being.
Yes, you do. You buy popcorn at the beginning before you get there. You know, they didn't give you popcorn, no. But here's how much it costs. I'll tell you in a second. But we were literally laughing out loud, busting out laughing, watching the Uncle Albert scene again, which we've seen 100 or more times.
But how can you not?
How could you not? And you know, on the big screen, we're sitting there, and it was the reclining seats, so we're laid out like, you know, watching the movie, having a good old time.
Know, for some reason, I want to go and do that more regularly.
What's that?
Just rent out a theater for whatever movie you want to watch.
Just for who knows what. Yeah, but
once you're in there, I think you can just kind of go.
Yeah,
do whatever you want.
Once we were in there, we could remove.
There was nobody coming in there yelling at us to do stuff.
No, and again,
since you rented out the room for yourself,
we rented out the room,
and eating popcorn,
and we're eating popcorn, we're drinking. But in addition to that, it was all family. It was all family members. It was all family that were there to celebrate. So, you know, it wasn't like there were all kind of friends and people coming and stuff. But so, yeah, we were, some people did keep their masks on. There were some people who did, but we took ours off. There was nothing. And again, we're socially distanced because there's enough room in the theater that, you know, we had our little immediate family unit sitting in this one row, and then, you know, another row, there were other people and other family members from other parts of the family. But yeah, it was cool, but the cost was not bad. Okay, so you buy your own popcorn, you buy your own drinks, you buy your own candy, whatever you want to do. But to rent the place out was $100 for 20 people. So you figure that's $5 a person. Not too bad. And then if you have more than 20 people, it's $100 minimum no matter what. So if you have 5 people, you're still paying $100. But up to 20 people, there's Callum. There he is now. That's I tell you what, Callum, Mary Poppins is, I would say it's probably my favorite Disney movie as well. I would definitely put that up there as well. It's a classic. I'm sorry, Mary, we didn't invite you. We thought about it, but we thought driving all the way from Maryland might be an issue. We didn't think you'd be able to make it, but next time we'll private message you. We'll ask you to come.
Now, you know what we have to do?
What's
this is something we could do.
What's that?
You know how there's Mystery Science Theater 3000 where they just pretend they're in a theater.
Yeah. You got the silhouettes. You got the silhouettes in the bottom, in the first row.
Yeah. We just sit on the first row and we invite people and they can pay to have the fee. They can help us pay for the fee. And we'll just sit there making fun of old crappy 70s Disney movies that we get on DVD.
Like Napoleon and Samantha. Oh, we'd have a field day with that one.
Yeah. I'm saying we could probably get people to come out here to do this.
And it would just make wisecracks during the whole movie.
We can be as loud as we want.
That would be good. That would be good.
Well, you guys can't say anything since we're the ones in charge. So
it wasn't actually a movie chain. At least I don't think it is.
I don't think it is really.
It was a local. It was a Regal, wasn't it? It was a Regal cinema. Yeah, it was Regal.
Was it?
But it closed during COVID. Did not reopen. Another company came in and bought it, and then it just sat, obviously, through a whole COVID thing here.
But it does look a lot nicer than when it was a Regal theater.
Oh, this place! I mean, it's
a little bit smaller, but they got rid of the arcade area and probably turned it into like an office or supply closet.
They stripped out the whole front area of the place, it's wide open, so you got plenty of room for distancing. Callum's saying, I've said it before, but if you ever get a chance to watch it in the theater, do it. It's amazing. And yeah, that's what, so if you do $100 for 20 people. That's at this theater. $5 for additional people. So again, it basically comes out to $5 a person. You buy your popcorn, you do what you normally do. But $5 for a movie, not bad. And you're in a private room, it's your own private theater. So you don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, spreading all these germs right on the air. Please watch. Cover it up. I'm covering it up.
Anytime after April 29th will be perfect. I get my second COVID shot April 15th, and Mary gets hers the Friday before that.
Oh, okay. So you guys will be all set.
Steve is saying he's going to come out, and they're going to come out and pay us to do that.
I think so. So,
you know what? For our Patreon members, you have to pay us just a little bit more just to have the privilege of finding out where to go.
That might not be a bad thing.
Yeah, this is a Patreon exclusive.
Patreon
level
exclusive.
2 Patreon members will get to come out. You can pay a little bit extra. What you pay,
I think it is $149 up here by me. $149 for probably 20 people. There are some that are around $150 here as well.
Callan saw it in 2018. Disney took it on tour around the UK. Apparently.
Oh, cool!
Okay,
I didn't realize that they took Mary Poppins around tour. But that's neat. But that's really cool, Callan.
But all level 2 Patreon members, part of what you're paying will be going towards renting the theater out. And getting your seats.
Of course.
Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to show up. But it also does give you the right to vote on which movie we will be viewing and making fun of.
Okay, that's good. And it should be a Disney movie, right? Yeah, We're going to do it as a Disney movie. Right?
See, this is how you do this stuff.
This is the money bags guy right here. He's the one who knows. He's thinking money. He's like, woo. Anyway,
you will be paying for the critique and not the movie, but part of the fee will be helping us rent the theater out.
True. And maybe we'll even throw in some popcorn, depending on how much we charge for that event. Anyway, Patty, could you tell the audience here? I think it was Gold Star Theater. Something like that is what the company that came in and bought out the Regal that was there. But they did. They stripped out the whole front area. It does not
have icky movie theater floor.
Yeah, the floors were really nice. They put in the reclining seats, which weren't there before. So they did. They put a lot of money into it to get it, looking the way it does now. It was nice as a Regal as well, but they really did a nice job. I think it's Golden Star or Gold Star Cinema or something like that.
Golden Star.
I don't know that it's a chain per se, or if it's just a local thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
So maybe Patty can look that up for us while we're still blabbering on here. Anyway, but I'll tell you what, it was well worth it. Like I said, lots of stuff in the movie that I even picked up on that I was like, wow, I never caught that little nuance or that little line that they said or this little thing that somebody mentioned. I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes, it's really cool. So yeah, I would like to do it again sometime. Mary's saying, I'm worried about movies and what will happen to them. I know, because so many movie theaters have shut down. There is another one that is about 15, 20 minutes from us.
Let's be honest,
it's still not open.
Let's be honest.
There's another
streaming only. It's not going to cut it.
I still, you know what? The big theater experience still
it's better.
Has something.
It's just better. It's your undivided attention.
Right.
Like your TV screen, you've just kind of been tuned out to it for who knows how long now because you have a smaller screen that you can actually watch whatever you want on.
Plus, you've been shut in your home for the last year, so I mean,
but the big screen, it's like, wow, that's a giant screen, and this is a dark room. Wouldn't want to bother anyone else. Also, I paid to come here and watch this.
Although sometimes you do get that moviegoer that's like they're going to just talk and jabber away during the movie, and you're like ready to just pound them or do something. But most of the time, though, it's a good experience. And this in particular, because it was us. I mean, it was our family. So everybody was there. We knew. I hope they survive too, Callum. I mean, movie theaters. There is something to say about watching a movie on the big screen. And this was a great experience seeing Mary Poppins on the big screen like this. It was really cool. It really was. I enjoyed it. I did. I really did. And like my wife said, she cried during parts of it. I teared up during parts of it as well. I mean, and then there were other parts, like we said, the Uncle Albert scene. I mean, we just were busting out laughing, even though we've seen it over and over again. We just couldn't help but crack up the whole time. Mary said the theater experience is nicer. Never sit and watch movies at home, but at the theater you sit and watch, and like you said, it has your undivided attention basically. So it's a big difference. So anyway, I would recommend it if you get a chance. Think about it. Maybe pull out one of your old Disney classics or something. Get the family together. Get maybe a little bit of extended family, or maybe close friends that you know well,
or your Patreon subscribers,
We got to get that fired up. I do actually have a Patreon.
I know, but you don't use it.
Patreon.com/WDWpov.
You have it, but you don't use it.
It has nothing on it right now. It's just a blank slate.
See, what you need to do is provide extra content that is exclusive to that, or provide content early.
I'll do the two.
And then the exclusive content for level 2 members will be
this right here. Yeah, I was going to mention that. Thanks for reminding me about this. So Patty's saying that her mother said she enjoyed it. So, but the crazy thing is, she said she never saw. Well, she said she saw it, but she never saw Mary Poppins, I think, all the way through or the whole movie. She saw bits and pieces of it. She's never watched the movie. I found that hard to believe. And there were several other people, relatives, that had never seen the movie or said they never saw the whole thing in one sitting like that. So, I was really surprised, and they all enjoyed it. Everybody I asked said, yeah, that was a good choice, good pick. It was good for all ages. And we heard, some of the little grandkids and, sitting behind us laughing and having a good time. Callum saying we have Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast book for later in the year as they are touring the UK live. So hope that goes ahead. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast would be a good one to see on the big screen as well. So Mary's, that was awesome. But I was like floored when I heard that my mother-in-law had not seen Mary Poppins all the way through or whatever. But what was Mom saying about some of being encouraging? What's she saying there? You just graded out on me. You are encouraging. Oh, Mom said something about it. We're encouraging COVID gatherings. No, we're not encouraging COVID gatherings. We're encouraging nice people to get together safely, distancing, wear your mask if you want, and all that good stuff.
Also, I don't care.
And Mary said, yeah, Mary Poppins, Katie, is an absolute great movie. And like I said, it's definitely, if not my top movie, it's definitely in the top 3.
Now I just need a movie that we can make fun of.
I can't think of the other. Incredibles I like too, so that's up there.
Now we just need a movie that we can make fun of.
We do. So think about a movie. Think about a bad Disney
especially
movie.
From the 70s.
Yeah, 70s were the dark
Midnight
ages.
Madness.
Midnight Madness was
you can find Napoleon and Samantha
Napoleon
on DVD.
Samantha. That was so bad it was good, though.
That honestly was so bad it was good.
I don't know that we can even make any wisecracks about it because the movie just is so bad and funny on its own that you don't need to
Grandpa.
Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa. How's it going, Grandpa? Grandpa?
Oh, sorry, Grandpa.
Sorry, Grandpa. I didn't know you were asleep. Grandpa was dead.
Well, Callum, you can meet Mary Poppins in the UK, in England, but I guess that's it.
What's that? Oh, why it's not present? Why is Yeah. So I'm saying for how big Mary Poppins was in its time. Yeah, it is. I find it hard to understand why there wasn't any ride or could you imagine a Mary Poppins ride, an actual Mary Poppins ride? You could do the Uncle Albert scene.
Well, considering this day and age, it would probably be based off the second movie.
No, I think I'd still go with the classic. I would. I'd still go with the classic.
The chalk pavement picture thing was a lot better than
you could
China thing.
You could do something where like you're in your vehicle or whatever, and you pass through like a chalk pavement mist, and there's like a little dusty type blowing around, and you go into the scene. There would be so much Disney could do with it.
I don't think that's a Disney movie.
What's that? Spaceballs. Yeah.
I don't think that's a Disney movie.
But it is a good one to make fun of. But yeah, we're
looking for something from the 70s.
We're looking for a bad
70s
Disney movie.
Preferably live action. Which they're animated, it's kind of hard to make fun of at times, no matter what year it was.
But 70s Disney movies, there were not a lot of good ones. So it'd be really easy to find a bad 70s Disney movie. But no, so much. Yeah, Callum, I've thought that for a long time too, that they could do so much with a Disney ride based off of Mary Poppins.
But this is also the company that released Tangled, and all they got was bathrooms.
Yeah, bathrooms. Oh, I did hear something though, that they're supposed to have some. I think it's maybe Shanghai or one of the overseas Disney parks is supposed to get something extra with a Tangled theme. So keep our fingers crossed on that one. That movie deserves something better than bathrooms, although they are pretty nice bathrooms, to be honest.
They still are nice.
Tina says, if nothing else, they could have named the carousel after Mary Poppins instead of Prince Charming. Yeah, but carousel but that would fit the movie theme. You could have the carousel thing, and that would be another piece of the ride you could do. You're on your carousel thing, and it flies off.
It was in the Epcot plans for the UK.
Yeah.
I think he means ride instead of tide, but
yeah. They actually even in this past year and a half or so had talked about it, and then COVID hit, and I think all that just got shelved. But they were talking about having a little more of a Mary Poppins themed piece of the UK, not just having Mary Poppins show up, which reminds me, I've told this story before, but we need
to get to something else.
I know, we got to I can't believe we're this far into it and we're still talking Mary Poppins, but last piece of Mary Poppins fun. So at the UK Pavilion, this was probably a good 6-10 years ago, somewhere in there. Anyway, the family is behind me. We're in one of the shops at the UK. We're looking for Mary Poppins. And I ran ahead of the family a little bit. I find Mary Poppins. She's just outside the door of one of the shops. And I look at her and I say, Mary Poppins. I'm like, are you
not easy enough to make fun of?
Oh, the Apple Dumpling Gang. Yeah, it was a good movie. That was actually a pretty good movie.
But kind of hard to make fun of.
We'll see. Tim Conway's easy to... he's a fun guy. Anyway, so I go to Mary Poppins, and I ask her, I say, and I was trying to find out if she was, was she taking visitors at the time? But the way I worded it, like, is she there, or was she going backstage, or what was she, is she there? So I said to her, Mary Poppins, are you available? And without skipping a beat, she looked at me and she was just like, sir, I think that's a little bit presumptuous of you, don't you think? Or something like that. And then it hit me. I said, Mary Poppins, are you available? As if I was asking her out on a date or something. And she, in full character, just said, I think you're being a bit presumptuous, sir. And, and sort of, backed away a little bit, like, it's like I probably turned about 20 shades of red. I was like, oh, no. I said, my family's behind me here. Are you available for meet? Are you able to meet with our family? Oh, okay. So that was fun. I still remember that. That's one of those moments you don't forget. So anyway, that was, I was not, Annette, I was not hitting on Mary Poppins, although that's the way it sort of looked at the time. But it was fun. Okay. So as a transition to our next topic, I will do this. Gaston. There we go. Yeah, she was setting me straight. Mary and Annette from the Jersey Shore. Nice to see you out there, by the way. Okay, there we go. Absolutely, Gaston. So now that was fun though. That was fun. That was fun. So Mary Poppins, we'll put that topic to rest for now. Marvel. Okay, we're going to say there are going to be some spoilers here. So if you have not seen, what's the show called?
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
First off, that's a really long title, but it's not Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What is it?
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's ridiculous.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
And I'm just going to say, this first episode did not feel like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It felt like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
In the Winter Soldier. Yeah, there was not a lot of interaction going on between the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They were pretty much their own characters in this movie.
I'm going to be honest.
Or in this show.
The first episode was kind of boring until the end.
Well, the last, and this is where
even though the first episode begins with an action sequence, it was pretty boring.
It did. I mean, it was like, he's going to win, But yeah, it was actually,
or he's going to lose
up until the rest
of the episode.
10 seconds of the show. I mean, it was all sort of it was good. It was good. It actually got an 8.2 on IMDb. I looked it up.
I don't trust IMDb.
I looked it up.
But I don't trust IMDb.
It got an 8.2. But here's the deal. Okay, so yeah, it started out with, big action sequence with the Falcon. They got into more of their background stories, their backstories.
No.
What's that? What's Mom saying? What's up with Captain America? We're getting to that.
This is on the watch list.
We're getting to that.
Callum's saying this is on the watch list.
This is on the watch list. So
watch
Callum, we are going to say something. Now, if you haven't seen this on Facebook, you really must have been under a rock or something. But yeah, my wife just sort of blew it already. But yeah, the show was good. I enjoyed it. It was, now I'll tell you what, there is swearing in this show.
First episode was kind of boring until the last second. I don't know what you're talking about.
T9. Well, you know what?
You can go back and rewatch that. It was pretty watchable.
I wouldn't say boring, but definitely the last.
They needed to set it up in some way, so you know what this guy is like before you just throw in.
But T9 is right though. That last 5-10 minutes of the show with what was IG-11 just shooting everything up. That was the arms flailing around and doing this.
Mary has been under a rock.
So okay, we're gonna say something here, Mary.
We're gonna show something.
Here, Mary.
Saw it and loved it apparently.
Okay, good. We are gonna show something. This is a spoiler, but it's
too good to pass.
You can't not talk about
which
this.
one. Which one do you want to show?
This one first, but hold on one second.
Okay.
So to set up though, they did do a lot of background, more backstory of the Falcon, backstory of the Winter Soldier.
Which we didn't really need because we already kind of knew most of what was going on.
I mean, but they did go in a little more detail.
They dedicated a whole movie to him practically.
I did see there is a spoiler group out there that talks about all kind of spoiler stuff. I was shocked because we watched the show. And there were people posting stuff in the spoiler group that had completely missed what I thought was a very obvious thing. I'm just going to say it has something to do with an elderly Asian man that the Winter Soldier befriends.
What was obvious about it? About this?
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because there are definitely people out here who haven't seen it.
Come on, can you tell me? I don't know what was obvious that I missed about it.
We talked about it.
Oh, they missed that?
On this.
You're kidding me.
On this spoiler group, they completely overlooked that. And somebody commented and said, I have a feeling that maybe so-and-so and so-and-so are, there's a connection.
Oh, come on.
And I was like, are you kidding me? It was like right in your face. You had to have known it. You couldn't miss it.
Threw it in your face.
Oh, my goodness.
Like it was obvious.
Callum says he doesn't mind spoilers, so don't mind him. But no, watch it. It's very good. Like you said, the very beginning starts off with a very big action sequence.
Did he just say knee?
Knee. That's a little reference to another UK thing out there, Callum, which I'm sure you've seen before, the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. But he meant me, I'm sure. But it came out neat. We are the Knights of Neat. No, stop. I'm sorry. But there were.
We need to.
Okay.
We need to put this on.
But here, this happens. So you're going to watch the entire show. The last 10 seconds of the show. Is that on? Is that on?
Yeah.
It's on?
It's on.
It's on?
It's on.
This is what we see in the last 10 seconds of the show. Not the left side, the expectation part, but the right side. This is apparently going to be Captain America's replacement. Okay? He looks like Popeye to me, but he also looks like some other characters. And this is what I said. This has been all over Facebook. Okay. Go ahead and get that. Well, hold on a second. So if that wasn't bad enough, once you see this, you will not be able to unsee it. So I'm just going to warn you. Go ahead, hit it. That is the new Captain America. Doesn't that look like Captain America with this guy?
The new one?
The new one. Now, you know what's even stranger here? And I haven't even told you some of this stuff. So, yeah, the nose is so weird. His lips, his mouth. He's
got a square head.
He just looks like a real... I mean, when I saw... They're setting the guy up to be hated. I mean, that's pretty much it. You got to, I mean, there's no way you're going to say, ooh, I love this Captain America that they've got now. No, they set this guy up to be hated. They just have. I mean, there's no other explanation for it. But here's the even weirder thing. Do you know who this guy is?
No.
The actor?
No.
Oh, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. There are so many connections here that we can make. Go ahead. You can pop him off there. You can bring our ugly faces up now.
Do we know what Mr. Fredrickson did for a living?
Yeah.
He worked at a zoo. He worked at a zoo with his wife.
But
they show it in the movie.
But in his elder years, what did he do? Maybe
he sat at home.
Maybe Mr. Fredrickson is actually him. I mean, it could be. Okay, so here's the weird thing. I got to bring this.
Even Tiana knows this.
What's that?
He was a balloon vendor.
Okay, here we go. Do you know the actor? It's right here. Wyatt Hawn Russell. Hawn Russell. Does that ring a bell to anybody? Wyatt Hawn Russell.
That was his cover, right?
Do you know who that is?
I'm gonna guess Kurt Russell's son.
Kurt Russell, Goldie Hawn. That's his son. That's his son. This is Wyatt Russell right here. See, got him on my phone there. There he is, Wyatt Russell.
I don't want to hate Kurt Russell's offspring.
and he plays the part of something like something agent something or something like that.
John Walker.
John Walker, agent,
is the new Captain America.
Yeah. He is John Walker / U.S. agent. That was, so, if you look at IMDb and you look up and you see, they actually have, the two main
the end
characters.
Credits thing, you can see on a poster or whatever, John Walker is Captain America.
But in IMDb, if you were to look it up before the show came out, it shows, and this was weird too. I got to bring this up here. It shows. Oh wait, you know what? I've got it over here. Hold on a second. No. I've got it right here somewhere. So there it is. I'm going to share this screen here real quick. So let me get it up here on the screen. There it is right there. Okay. So we're going to share this now. Okay. So here's IMDb. We've got.
Why are the episodes 1.2, 1.4, 1.3?
Is that the order that they're showing up? Season 1, episode 2, number 1.2. Probably because it's considered a mini series season. So it's one season. So I guess 1.1 will be episode 1. 1.2 is episode 2. Maybe. I'm not sure.
It says season 1.
Episode 2 is 1.2. Is number 1.2. So I'm guessing season 1, episode 1 is 1.1. But here's the deal. So you've got in the actors listings, you've got, Anthony Mackie. This is weird in itself. They have Anthony Mackie listed as Falcon / and then they actually have his real, his character's name. But then Sebastian Stan and Wyatt Russell, they have listed under their regular names / and then they have the Winter Soldier / It says U.S. Let me go do this. I think it just says U.S. agent. Yeah, right there. So if you were to look at IMDb to keep from spoiling it, they didn't say Wyatt Russell, John Walker / U.S. agent / Captain America.
I'm sorry, but either that's a spoiler or that is just something to throw people off.
What's that? Which one? This?
Uh-huh.
Daniel Bruhl being Zemo.
Mm-hmm. 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 Does everyone remember him?
He's in 5 episodes.
Does everyone remember him?
Zemo. Yeah. What was he? What was Zemo?
Civil War.
Yeah.
They ruined the actual character of Zemo. And,
so somehow
gave us him.
So somehow, yeah, that's weird. So Zemo's back, I guess.
5 episodes. I guess we're going to see him.
He's in 5. Yeah. So he wasn't in yesterday's, was he?
No.
Okay. Or I mean Fridays. So yeah, I mean, John Walker, U.S. agent, Captain America is Kurt Russell's son. Now here's where it gets weird. Okay. If that wasn't weird enough, think about this. Kurt Russell's son. Well, first off, the whole connection between Mr. Fredrickson and possibly being Captain America is crazy enough as it is. I mean,
Kurt Russell was a planet.
Right. So Kurt Russell's name was Ego. Wait, you with me here? Remember Kurt Russell, Guardians of the Galaxy 2? His name was Ego. And yeah, so he was a planet. His son was
Chris Pratt.
Okay. Stay with us here. So does this make Wyatt Russell the half-brother of Chris Pratt? Does that make him the half? So does that mean that there's some connection between Guardians of the Galaxy, Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, and the new Captain America? Or, gets even weirder.
Or was there some alien technology that let those balloons carry that house away? At this point, we're just saying a bunch of random crap.
Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, he sold balloons. We know. Yeah, he's a balloon vendor. See?
Yeah, I said that.
I know.
I said that.
Yeah.
At this point, we're just throwing a bunch of random crap.
No. This gets even weirder. I put a lot of deep thought into this. What did I mention? His name was Ego. Kurt Russell's name in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Ego. Who else do you remember had the name Ego?
Anton Ego.
So somehow Star-Lord's dad, Ego, is related to Anton Ego.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
No. Ego's name was Ego. Anton Ego. Ego being the surname or last name.
So he might have been another spawn of Ego at some point.
No.
Anton Ego was the son of Ego.
No.
Oh, I got to argue with you on that.
No, it's not.
He was. So we've got Anton Ego going out and raiding people's food, deciding whose food is good and whose food is not good.
Okay, you lost me.
But no, let's think one more step here. What else? Kurt Russell, Sky High, one of the best superheroes the world has ever known, and also a great realtor, a real estate guy. Him and his wife. His son, part of the Stronghold 3, is he also related to the new Captain America?
You've taken it too far. This is Patreon content right here.
So there's all kind of possibilities out here, everybody. I mean, we've got all these interactions now going on between Disney live action movies, MCU, Pixar, you name it.
I'm done.
I just blew your mind, didn't I?
No,
I think I did. So, yeah, I think you just think about it. It's not doing it as much as it does for your brother. I think he has to hold it up closer and it starts to fade out.
Nope, it's showing up.
There we go. There we go. How does he do it? Anyway, just complete mind blown as far as this whole thing goes. But yeah, Wyatt Russell.
Wow.
The new Captain America.
Look at what's in there. Nothing. Oh, same for you.
Nothing going on up there. I think the last hour has pretty much confirmed that, even without the baseball trick.
We lost everyone else.
I think we did. Everybody just sort of like went, huh? They're just. I think they're all tuning in to probably the last part. He might be over by now. The Disney sing along or Disney song thing with Jeremy Goffstock. I think he was doing a special earlier tonight. So yeah, he probably stomped on our show a little bit. But you know what? Still had some diehard viewers out there. I appreciate you guys being there. Yes, Mary, very complex. And I really don't exactly understand the 1.2 1.3. I think it is though. I think episode 1, season 1 is considered 1.1. Episode 1 of season 1, episode 2, 1.2, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Was that next Monday? I thought it was this Monday. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll be taking next Monday off. We'll see. Because either that or you know what we could do? We could pop up a screen within our screen of his show going on while we're going on. That would be crazy.
Okay, why don't we just end this now?
I think we're going to end it.
We're ahead.
I know we lost that like about 20 minutes ago. Anyway, yes, very complex, very take off and watch. What's that? Oh, 329. Okay, thank you. Yes. I have to finish payroll. Well, we're going to finish the show anyway, Mary.
Finish it off.
We're going to finish it off right now. So we thank you for being out there. Please, if you get a chance, I think most of you that are probably watching tonight are already subscribers on our YouTube channel. I know a lot of you are actually watching from YouTube, and every little bit of watch time helps. We appreciate that. We did put out a handful, about another probably half a dozen or so shorts, maybe more short videos over the last week and a half. So, they're very quick to watch. Usually they're anywhere from 10 seconds on up to a minute. Actually posted one a couple days ago. The gumball guy from, what was that? Wreck-It Ralph, he pokes his head up and says something about Wreck-It Ralph. Anyway, we appreciate you guys being out there. Thank you for watching. And maybe we'll see you next week. We'll see what happens.
Just end it now.
End it now. You ready?
Do it.
You ready to do it? On the count of 3. You ready? We're going to finish up the show.
Do it.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. MIC, cereal soon. KY.
Thank you, Callum.
Thank you, Callum. Absolutely. Why? Because we like you. MOUSC. Again, thank you. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Callum. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, T9. Thank you, Katie. If you're still out there, everybody that was out watching tonight, we appreciate it. And just have a safe week. Please don't text and drive. And thank you, Mary. Yes, she's watched the shorts. They're very short. They are short, under a minute each. But we just appreciate you guys all out there. Thank you, T9. Appreciate you watching. Have a safe week. Don't text and drive. Don't text and don't message while you're driving. All that good stuff. But we appreciate everybody and have a magical week.